let's also talk about the other person you mentioned there, and that is Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex. She and Prince Harry arrived, I think, late Sunday night in the country, and they are staying for a few days. They're off to, I think, Munich today, is it, for one charity event? But they were appearing yesterday at an event where the Meghan Markle was giving a speech. It was the One Young World event, something that charity she's been involved with for many years. I love the fact that she gave a speech. It lasted 7 minutes, and she referred to herself no less than, I mean, this is impressive, 54 times.
It was impressive. And that's the whole point of her. She doesn't read the room. No, fine. She's committed to this cause of this charity. But when you have a chance to do something, can't you say something other than about yourself and about the journey she's on? And clearly this is a staged, managed part of the documentary thing. Now, clearly the crowd were delighted to see her, and there was plenty of smiles, and people were cheering her, and they're great. But it's a very staged, managed operation here. But this 7 minutes, just talking about how she was I slightly paraphrase, a shrinking violet, then discovered her voice. It seems to not read the room. The point is, if you're going to give a speech, then try and actually come up with something that can help. But I'm not sure that this is the biggest crisis in the world. Now, Clearly we want to see equality, and everyone gets what it's about, that male and females are equal and should be treated as equal.
Are we equal? you know what I'm thinking secretly inside.
Well, you run the show, basically. And clearly we have
Don't you put women down like that, Rupert. Like, what I love, one of the things that she said, you are the future, and also you are the present. I mean, this is powerful. I mean, genuinely. Look, if anyone wants to boil the kettle right now, look, if you could afford, with this energy crisis, to boil the kettle, okay? So if you could afford to boil the kettle, now would be the time to boil the kettle, and the noise will drown out the next few seconds, because I am, against all of my better judgment, going to play a clip of what Meghan Markle had to say last night. Let's cue the Duchess of Sussex.
I was probably a lot like each of you, young, ambitious, advocating for the things I deeply and profoundly believed in. And also looking around and wondering, how on earth did I get here? And there I was the girl from Suits. And I was surrounded by world leaders, humanitarians, prime ministers, and activists that I had such a deep and long-standing respect and admiration for.
Right, hope the kettle was loud. But I loved your reaction. I hope the kettle was loud enough that you didn't have to hear all of that. I feel like I should apologise. Genuinely, I'm going to do this now. My wonderful, amazing listeners on Talk Radio and viewers on Talk TV, I'd like to formally apologise for putting you through that. That was wrong of me. I'm sorry. Full contrition. I won't do that again. It's the giggling and the simpering, isn't it? That's just ugh.
She's an actress. She was giving a performance, and she milked it, and that's what she was doing. But a girl from Suits, with all due respect from Suits, until she came on the scene, most of us had never even knew it existed. So she hadn't actually been the biggest star in the firmament in terms of the acting world. Yet here she is now saying, I've been on this incredible journey.
Little old me.
Little old me.
I tell you what I thought was interesting, actually, watching a bit of the footage with, as much as I could bear with the sound off, Prince Harry sitting alongside her and then sitting in the audience when she was speaking. He still has the demeanour of a man who most of the time looks like he's in a hostage video.
Look, I'm sure he's very proud of his wife. He's got 2 lovely children, and they've got a life that they've chosen. And they've come back to Britain, and they're doing the things they like. They're off to Dusseldorf today. They're being a bit fated. They're going to have a nice trip down the Rhine. They're also launching the Invictus Games, which is absolutely 100% Harry's passion, his happy place, something that he is deeply committed to. And I wish him all the best with that. But when you're making a speech, everyone should be trying to say, I would have thought, try and leave a message, not about you, but what the young women in that room and other people could feel inspired. But it seemed to me just a self-indulgent 7 minutes once again. And maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm just sort of in the anti-Meghan camp. Well, I probably am, but
I think we guessed that.
But I just want her to learn to stop talking about herself and leave a message.
Listen, Rupert, all I can say is you are the future and you are also the present. But you're also, right now, we could go to a break, you're going to be the past. It's coming.